Do you think it's okay to go through your partner's phone? Specifically without asking.
This is a good question. I kind of have personal history with this.
Uh-oh.
So this is a hot take from someone who has a really good hot take on this. And I think the answer is yes. Just because you never know what be going on behind the scenes.
Heck yeah.
I think it's important because, you know, you share a life with someone, and if you want to ensure that they're on the same page as you, then if you feel like that's something you should do, then you should do it. Because honestly, it's just like opening a medicine cabinet in a bathroom or cooking in the same kitchen with someone. Like if you're going to open something and have something that you both share, I think that phone is that same space.
Welcome to Unlicensed Opinion, where I, Jack, a girl with 0 credentials, gives advice. You bring the chaos, I bring the opinions, and together we pretend it's healthy coping. Hello, welcome back to Stop it. Welcome back to Unlicensed Opinion. Today I'm here with the best college roommate that I've ever lived with, literally ever. Please welcome Autumn.
Hello.
Autumn has seen me in like all states of my life, as in like my weakest moments, my grossest moments, my, dare I say, funniest moments.
Let me tell you.
Yeah, and they're not all good moments. No, I'm just kidding.
There's good and there's bad and there's, oh my goodness.
Yes, but we're here for it, and we made it here throughout college, so like we win, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so for today, I picked out 4 stories for you, and I'll go through those stories in a minute. For those people watching, remember all names, ages, and locations have been changed for people to remain anonymous. But I wanted to start off with a little hot take first. So my hot take for you is, do you think it's okay to go through your partner's phone? Specifically without asking.
This is a good question. I kind of have personal history with this.
Uh-oh.
So this is a hot take from someone who has a really good hot take on this. And I think the answer is yes. Just because you never know what be going on behind the scenes.
Heck yeah.
I think it's important because, you know, you share a life with someone, and if you want to ensure that they're on the same page as you, then if you feel like that's something you should do, then you should do it. Because honestly, it's just like opening a medicine cabinet in a bathroom or cooking in the same kitchen with someone. Like if you're going to open something and have something that you both share, I think that phone is that same space.
Okay, I like it.
For instance, sharing spaces and being together for as long as we were at the time, you know, I just thought it'd be okay to change a song on a playlist. It starts as easy as that. I mean,
I'm not even gonna lie. I forgot about this moment for a sec.
I mean, Jacqueline was with me through
it all. I promise I
didn't
didn't even like pick this hot take for this specific moment. So,
but
I apologize.
Mean, it's a hot take for someone who has personal experience.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it turned into, you know, I'm already on the phone. I might as well just look. I mean, why not? Like people text people all the time, and people look through. I'm not saying I go to someone's house and I look through their drawers. That's weird.
Yeah.
But it's my significant other. And what I found obviously wasn't good. So
yeah, I think like also too, if like you shouldn't care if your significant other's going on your phone, because that probably means you're hiding something.
Yeah, it definitely was
so
like caught extremely off guard.
Yeah, like you didn't have any gut or anything.
No, I did it for like being funny, because to me it's just like a random thing. So
right, yeah.
I just thought doing it would be, we're all good, ha ha ha, what's he said about me before. And then it was, who's this person and what's happening here? So hot take is, go through your partner's phone. Maybe don't have it with malicious intent, but
yeah, like you should be able to change a song and not
and not be
world
like
flipped upside down kind
what's
of thing.
the text messages look like? And you're like, whoa, what's that? So
yeah, I don't think it's an issue to go on your partner's phone. I think it's an issue if they're like, why do you want to go on my phone? Yeah. And also if you're like sitting there and you're like, oh, I feel like I like need to, like if your gut is like you just like happen to just like be holding it and whatever. Yeah. Like, but if you're also a person that's like sitting there like, oh, I think that this might be like you have a gut feeling, like listen to your gut, just go through their phone. Yeah. Like, and like, yeah, I don't know. I've had a similar experience as well. I kind of forgot about this. Yeah,
Trauma.
I was laying right next to a phone that buzzed right by my head, and I was like, who's this very mysterious contact name that I have never,
you guys, you
never
don't understand,
seen in my entire life? And then I was like, you know what? And I did the thing where you like hold down the text message so that it like gives you the preview. And I was like, this conversation seems a little weird. So naturally I went into said conversation, marked it as unread. And then I was like, you know what? My brain's just like making it up, whatever. It's probably just like
we're women,
an online
so we're
friend.
not.
Right. And then I was like, you know what? Because he would like go on his phone next to me and like text people next to me. So I was like, you know what? When he goes on his phone next to me and I see him going through his contacts, if I don't see that text message there anymore, then I'm going to ask him about it because where did it go? Why did you delete it?
I mean, I would ask too.
I'm not even kidding. Hour later, he's scrolling through his text messages. Conversation deleted. So I naturally asked who it was, and then, it doesn't even matter. But yeah, go through your partner's phone. If there's a gut feeling.
Can you tell them the contact name?
No, because apparently it's a real name. Oh. It's just pronounced weird. It was a bunch of like letters in the alphabet.
Guys, when she tells me the name of this person, I
go, should I just say it?
Just you like this.
The contact name. Wait, I'm scared. The contact name was ABCDE.
That's the name. I go, we're joking here.
I was like, it's got to be an online friend, like someone.
That's like
whatever. You played video games, so I was like, what?
But
like
immediately, if I'm seeing that in my partner's phone, I would be like, what is this?
I was so, and then it was delete. It doesn't even matter. Long story short, hot take. Yeah, go through your partner's freaking phone because sometimes I don't know. Not with like malicious intent. But if your gut is telling you something, or if they're like, oh, no, I don't want you to, then they might be hiding something.
Yeah.
Not to make everyone doubt.
And I mean, not to doubt at all. And that's the thing that I'm still trying to like remind myself is that that's not the intent every single time. Not that I'm doing that all the time, but, when I see a notification or I think that something's happening, I think that just always brings me back to the point of communication is key in a relationship. And if you want to make sure that that's what's occurring in said relationship, you just got to be open and honest. And honestly, like at that point, if that person doesn't want to be in a relationship with you because they would rather talk to somebody else, then be like straight up about it. For adults.
For real, but whatever.
Either talk to your person in your phone or talk to me straight to my face. Like
for real. Yeah.
Make a decision. Decide what you want to do.
So our hot take is it's not crazy to go through your partner's phone. Final verdict?
Yeah.
All right. I like it. Good stuff.
That's a T.
All right. Ready?
Yes.
Okay. So to be honest, this episode has a little bit of everything. It's got some office romance gone horribly wrong, relationship icks, messy family drama, and what might be one of the most unhinged wedding stories that we've ever read and that I personally have ever heard. So trust me, you're gonna want to stick around for the last one. Okay, so for our first story, imagine having a one-night stand that you'd never expect to see again, and then come Monday morning, your boss introduces them as the new person that you'll be training. This story is called I Accidentally Hooked Up with My Coworker and Now I Have to Train Them.
I think I would cry.
Same.
Only because like training someone already can be so awkward, and when you already feel like you're more superior than someone at the point of like trying to tell them how to do things. Like to me, my personality is like, I don't want to teach you wrong in the first place. And second of all, I don't want to like.
Yeah, now you got like history
Make you
like,
feel bad that I'm training you, let alone you've
the
seen
history
me,
and
all the things like that's
in
just
a very
no
vulnerable state. All right, jumping right into it. I'm a 25-year-old woman, and I've worked at my company for almost 3 years. I genuinely love my job. My coworkers and I've built a really good reputation. I'm one of the people that they trust to train new hires because I'm patient, know what I'm doing, and apparently don't scare people away. About a month ago, my friends convinced me to go out after I had spent weeks saying no because I was burned out from work. We ended up going to a rooftop bar downtown, and I met this really attractive 23-year-old guy. We talked for hours, danced, laughed, and had way too much in common. Neither of us brought up work because honestly, why would we? We exchanged first names, and that was about it. One thing led to another, and we ended up spending the night together. The next morning was a little awkward, but it wasn't bad. We exchanged numbers, joked that maybe we'd grab drinks again, and went our separate ways. We texted for a few days, but it kind of fizzled out. No hard feelings, it just seemed like one of those fun night, wrong timing situations. We stopped talking completely. Fast forward. My manager walks over to my desk and says, "Good news, we finally hired someone for the open position. Since you're our best trainer, you'll be onboarding him." I walk into the training room Monday morning, and sitting there is him. We made eye contact, and I swear both of us instantly turned bright red. Neither of us said anything in front of everyone else. We acted like complete strangers, while my manager introduced us. The second we were alone, he quietly said, "You've got to be kidding me." I laughed because what else would you even do? For the last 3 weeks, I've been training him 8 hours a day. We're together constantly. Lunches, meetings, shadowing me, answering his questions, everything. The problem is, the chemistry is still there. We catch ourselves joking like we did the night we met. We keep making eye contact in meetings. He'll say something that only I understand, and I have to try not to laugh. A couple of coworkers have already asked if we've known each other before because we're weirdly comfortable around each other. Then last Friday, after everyone had left, he thanked me for helping him settle in and admitted he almost turned down the job after realizing I'd be his trainer because he thought it would be too awkward. Then he said, "I'm kind of glad I didn't." Now I have no idea what to do. He's technically only my trainee for another week, but after that we'll be on the same team. My company doesn't have a policy against coworkers dating as long as there's no manager-direct report relationship, which there isn't. Part of me thinks this could actually turn into something because we genuinely get along. The other part of me thinks this has HR nightmare written all over it, and I should keep things strictly professional forever. Do I see if there's something here once the training is officially over, or do I pretend that night never happened and avoid creating unnecessary drama at work?
That is an interesting story.
It, in a weird way, I'm kind of jealous. That sounds kind of fun. You're at his job 8 hours a day that, I guess, yeah, you, no one necessarily loves to work, and now you got a little fling, the excitement of, talking to someone at the beginning is always, fun and flirt. It sounds kind of fun, but, I know what you mean.
Training someone can either be a nightmare or fun.
Yeah.
And this one seems fun.
Yeah, which is nice. Yeah, I don't know. What would you do? They're on the same team, though. That is what scares me.
I don't know. I guess I've never really been in a workplace environment before where I've I don't know, career wise, if it's a career job, I can see it being an HR nightmare.
Right.
But if it's a part-time gig and you're just all kind of together every once in a while, maybe it's different.
Are we talking corporate America, or are we talking you work at a restaurant? You know what I mean? That's not. I'm getting canceled. I love my service workers. I used to work in a restaurant. I get it. So, I don't know. But you know what I mean? You're not together there at the same time all the time, or you don't work every single day from a certain amount of time. But I guess she did say I've been training him 8 hours a day. So it's gotta be. I'm thinking corporate America.
I am too.
Yeah.
So to me, then it just sounds like if they get along great. I mean, maybe it is something. I mean, there's something to be said about finding your person at the right place at the right time.
Right.
So maybe it works out good. But I would be kind of concerned that, if we did get together and then we had history and company sees that this person is really great and they want to keep them around because they train their employees really well, wouldn't you be concerned that you have to be the one that has to walk away from the job if you're uncomfortable at the end?
Oh, if it goes south?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, I mean, okay, to be fair, I think, just, let it happen. I don't think you should have to put, any, he said, he's kind of glad he didn't.
Yeah.
But, if you're, into him, I think it's worth exploring. But that would have to, come with, a very, serious conversation of,
Most
this is,
definitely.
my career. And then, maybe it's you just go on a few dates here and there, and you guys this is gonna be an ongoing conversation, because you're gonna have to set up kind of standards of how things will be, or if things go south, I was here first, you gotta go kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's worth going on a few dates if he even reciprocates it.
Because if it's a few dates and you guys like each other and then you just mutually come to the decision that we're not vibing, then I think moving forward in the company together, it's more of a friendship.
Right.
Which is fine.
Yeah. And let's be real. You met him on a night out. I'm sure there was alcohol involved, maybe. And so that is always fun and things seem like perfect and like movie magical kind of thing.
Right.
And then now that you're working together in like an environment where like it could be frowned upon, there might be that like, oh, it's you want what you can't have.
Especially
because like you guys literally stopped they literally texted for a few days and then just like stopped talking. So like low-key, maybe they're not even into that like each other. They just like
the thought
are,
of
like,
it is
fun.
like
Yeah, like
exhilarating.
the thought is exciting. So like I don't know, I think you kind of have to sit down with yourself first and really like, what do I want here? Like do I want to explore it?
I've personally never been put in this situation before, but like I know of a time when I knew someone who mingled with someone else and then they showed up at my workplace, and then because I knew what they did with my friend, I was like I know what you did like scenario. So because I knew, it made it awkward for me. So I can only imagine what it would be like if the person who they did have a relationship with was there in the company. Does that make sense?
Like,
yeah. It's like a love triangle, but I'm not a part of the love triangle.
Right.
I'm like, I know what you did last Saturday.
Yeah, like other coworkers would kind of like get involved too with that.
Right.
Two sides. I honestly like feel it out a little bit more.
Can you especially think too if you had like a work bestie and they're...
Oh, I have...
and they're like,
I have many work besties, first of all. If you guys don't remember Masha, she was on the bottom. But like Masha's one of my work besties. Lauren, shout out. Okay, I actually probably shouldn't just be naming all my coworkers.
Like,
you know who you are.
3, 4, 5.
You know who you are. And like some of them are guys, some of them are girls. Like I can't say the thought has necessarily crossed my mind.
Yeah.
But I also have like work besties that are literally guys, and like
we share everything.
It's fun. Like yeah, like
we're
like
family.
Friends. Like so I don't know. I think you kind of gotta like figure it out on your own first. Figure out if like you'd even really be able to like see yourself with them. Like you only know so much about them. Like maybe try to learn more about them first.
Yeah.
And then like kind of evaluate like, oh, would I be interested in exploring this person? And if he seems to be reciprocating it, then maybe it's worth like a text message, not on Teams, after work one day. After work one day. And if he's like, yeah, then like maybe go on a few dates and like reevaluate the pros and cons. And then if he's like, no, well then there's your answer.
So you just guard your heart more.
Like
in a workplace.
Yeah.
Environment.
Yeah.
I would too. I mean, can you imagine doing that in healthcare? It's like high school in there.
Aren't doctors like the highest? Isn't
crazy.
it like pilots and doctors that like cheat the most?
Yeah, there's like, they call them like the 3 Ps or something. Police, pilots, physicians, and something else.
Wow.
I don't know. It's either the 3 Ps or the 4 Ps, something.
Wow, I've never heard that before, but...
Google it. I'm not entirely sure. Google it. I've heard it from a friend who went through that, so.
Oh, no. All right, so, like, what's your final unlicensed verdict on this? What would you do? Would you...
I'd always say follow your heart. So if you're feeling it, then feel it out. Just don't make it messy for everyone else.
Yeah, I agree. My verdict would be kind of just, like, feel it out.
Yeah.
See what happens over the next few weeks. And, like, you just have to handle it very maturely.
Yeah.
Because this is, like, your workplace. And also, don't speak about it with any other coworkers right now. Because that could be weird.
Yeah. But just make your life interesting on purpose, you know?
Yeah, for real. But yeah, I don't know. Good luck. Let us know what happens. Please keep us updated because I'm intrigued.
I know I would be too. Like, so what did they do last Saturday?
For real. Okay, so for our second story, everyone has little, relationship quirks, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they snore. Maybe they steal your blankets or leave the dishes in the sink. Today's confession involves a 29-year-old man, a bedtime routine, and something that has our writer wondering if she's discovered her first real relationship ick. This story is called My Boyfriend Sleeps with a Stuffed Animal.
I'm sorry.
All right, ready for this?
Yeah.
I'm a 29-year-old woman, and I've been dating my 29-year-old boyfriend for a little over a year. Overall, he's pretty much everything I've ever wanted. He's kind, has a great job, gets along with my family, remembers the little annoying things, and is somehow one of those people who's always in a good mood before 8 a.m. It's honestly a little annoying. We've talked about moving in together when our leases are up, so lately I've been spending more nights at his apartment. For the first few months, I never noticed anything unusual. Then one night, I got to his place before he was home from work. I was changing into pajamas when I saw this odd, floppy-looking stuffed golden retriever sitting perfectly in the middle of his bed. I laughed because I assumed it was a joke or maybe something his niece had left behind. When he got home, I asked, "Whose stuffed animal is that?" Without even thinking, he goes, "Oh, that's Buddy." "Buddy?" I asked why he still had it, and he told me he's had it since he was 5 years old. Apparently, his grandma gave it to him before she passed away, and he's slept with it basically every night since. Aww. I thought that was actually kind of sweet. Until bedtime. That man didn't just have the stuffed animal on the bed. He hugged it. Tucked it under his arm, adjusted the blanket over it, gave it a little pat, rolled over, and immediately fell asleep. Meanwhile, I was laying there, trying so hard not to laugh that I was practically shaking the mattress. The next morning, I casually asked if he always slept with Buddy. He genuinely looked confused and said, "Yeah, doesn't everybody have something they sleep with?" He looked horrified and said, "Wait, is this weird?" I didn't want to make him feel bad, so I told him it was just unexpected. Since then, I've noticed it's a full-blown routine. If Buddy falls off the bed in the middle of the night, he'll wake up, pick him up, and put him back. When we travel, Buddy comes too. He even has a separate little travel bag so he doesn't get dirty in the suitcase.
I'm sorry.
Last weekend, we were packing for a wedding, and he actually asked me, "Have you seen Buddy? I don't want to forget him." I completely lost it laughing. Now here's where I'm torn. Part of me thinks it's one of the sweetest, most wholesome things ever because it reminds him of his grandma and clearly brings him comfort. The other part of me can't unsee a grown man having a bedtime routine with a stuffed dog that's older than some of our coworkers. I've never made fun of him for it because I know it's sentimental, but I also can't tell if it's one of those little quirks that everyone has or if this is a legitimate ick that I'm overlooking because I love him. So I need outside opinions. Is a 29-year-old man sleeping with a childhood stuffed animal actually an ick, or am I being way too judgmental over something that's completely harmless? Let's ask our stuffed animal loving queen over here that sleeps with him and literally has a golden retriever stuffed animal that's up. Isn't it a puppet? Oh, God. I read this story to the wrong person.
She's telling this story and go, "Is this story about me?"
Yeah, I honestly didn't even cross my mind when I chose the story.
No, honestly, I think I'm in the middle. I see the whole grandma perspective and everything and having a stuffed animal. I get it. Your girl gets it. The whole having its own separate travel bag or waking up in the middle of the night and having a panic attack and bringing it on vacation and all the things is just, that's a little too excessive for me. I think that's ridiculous. I mean, my significant other, he has this little cute prized possession duck. And I don't see him for we do long distance. So maybe I go 2, 3, 4 months without seeing him. And, hot personal opinion, but I took it with me on a little extravaganza because I was like, I haven't seen you in 3 months and it'll be you're right with me. And it was a whole thing. And then I left it there and your homegirl had to drive all the way back for said stuffed animal duck.
What?
Yes.
Oh my God. I'd be mail it to me.
Well, he was stressed. So I see this is a hot take situation. Because to me, it's the person I love and something that they like. And if I love them,
then you love it.
Then I love it.
Right.
But I'm not the one that's bringing a dang carrier and bringing it to a wedding and freaking the heck out.
I'm honestly surprised he brings it traveling because you could lose it or forget it.
Right. That's the last time the duck travels anywhere with me, if I'm being completely honest.
Honestly, is it an ick?
I don't think it's necessarily an ick.
I think it's a little bit of an ick, but I don't think having one is an ick. I think tuck it in and sleep with it. I don't know. He's clearly obsessed with it, but I think it's just because he has an attachment to it because it's meaningful and sentimental.
Yeah.
So honestly, get over it.
I mean, what I think is weird it would be if it was dirty and nasty and matted and gross and disgusting. Yeah. That See, to me, like an ick is like, ugh, that's gross.
Like, why is it? I hope he at least washes it in the laundry.
Yeah.
You should confirm, because you are also sleeping in that bed. But I don't think it's an ick. I think maybe, honestly, like a cute idea too, if it is like disgusting, could be to like find like the same stuffed animal and like gift him like a new one.
But he doesn't necessarily like sleep with it either. Like it gets propped up on like a shelf.
No, she said he tucks it under his arm, pats it on the head. And,
see, that's excessive to me.
Yeah, see, I think it's a little weird. But, like, at the same time, you say he's, like, perfect in all other regards. So, like, I would look past it, personally.
I mean, we could be
cheating. Would I laugh about it?
We could be, like hitting. Like, there's a whole bunch of other things.
Yeah, there's a lot of worse things that could be going on. So, I say, like...
I mean, we're giggling throughout this, and it's kind of funny.
Yeah, it is funny. Like, it's like...
I agree. It's a little funny. It's a little... bizarre. I think it's bizarre. To my significant other, it's a little bizarre.
Correct.
But I love them with all my heart, and they do 20,000 other things that make me happy. If that's a little glimmer of what makes them happy, then
well said.
I'm willing to make it work.
Yes. All right. So final unlicensed verdict is what?
It's a funny ick, but you got to get over it.
Yeah, I say. It's just one of those quirks. You got to accept them. You know, that's just like one of the things that makes them, I think.
It's like people who sleep with their socks on.
Yeah. Hey.
Monsters.
In the wintertime, though.
No, this is another story for another day.
We can't get into this right now. Yeah. I would love to say, like, good luck. Let us know how. But, like, you just.
Great.
Yeah. I'm just one of those things.
Out here exposing my significant other with their stuffed animals.
Sometimes you gotta, keep them in check a little bit. Just kidding.
Keep the little duck and the stuffed animal tucked in real close.
Yeah. But, all right. Well, have fun sleeping with Buddy from now on.
Cute little golden retriever, though.
Make sure he washes it.
Yeah. I wash mine.
Okay. So now taking a step back from the stories really quick. I wanted to try a new segment called Red Flag or Overreaction. So you're going to tell me if this is a red flag for someone or if the person is overreacting about it.
Okay.
All right, you ready? I'm just going to fire them off, okay?
Red flag, overreact.
All right. They still talk to their ex.
Oh, red flag.
They never post you on social media.
Overreact?
Never, though? I think if they don't post on social media, then it's not a red flag. But if like they post like once a year, and it's like a photo dump and you're not in it, then I think it's a red flag.
I don't know. Personally, for me, I'm like my life's really private, and I'm going into like a career where I don't need people to see what I'm doing.
Honestly, fair.
So if like if my profile is set to private, maybe then on that one. But I don't want my kids really. I don't know. I'm kind of stepping away.
Fair enough.
So that's just like me, a little overreact. But to some, if that's what you do in your life, red flag then, I guess, yes.
Right. Okay. They have a work wife or work husband.
I don't know. I would say overreact. There's a difference between it being way more than what it is versus just having...
Well, then call him your work bestie.
Yeah, you do got a point. Okay, so then yeah, red flag.
Red flag for me too. All right. They hate all of your friends.
Red flag.
They Venmo request you for 49 cents.
Red flag. That's ridiculous, guys. For real.
They insist on paying every time.
Overreact.
This one might be a hot. Okay. They still live with their parents at 30.
At 30? Oh, red flag.
I don't know, but this economy.
No, there is something wrong because quite literally, I know someone, if you're spending your money on dumb stuff and you're not saving it, and you're like, I have a 5-year plan. And we're at like year 10 and 5-year plan is still not working. Where is the money that we've been saving? And I know for a fact you have been spending your money. So that, red flag.
Fair enough.
I'm doing it and I'm on a budget, like student loans. So red flag. Don't get me started.
They clap when the plane lands.
A red flag. That's weird. If turbulence, yay, but like smooth landing, weird.
They chew with their mouth open.
Red flag.
They have 6 alarms every morning.
Overreact. Some people can't get up.
True. Yeah.
They'd be like,
I used to set an alarm at like 3 a.m. on school nights and when I was in high school so I could wake up and be like, 3 more hours. And then I would go back to sleep.
That is something right there, Jake. It's like, it's like a reward.
It's like a reward. They don't wash their sheets.
Oh, red flag.
They sleep with a stuffed animal.
Overreact.
Okay, fine. They wear shoes inside the house.
Red flag.
And finally, they don't like dogs.
Red flag.
I agree with that one.
That's
red flag,
crazy.
run.
I mean, I don't necessarily like cats, but I also wasn't around cats growing up really, so I just kind of feel unfamiliar around them.
I love cats.
But I wouldn't be like, if my partner wants a cat, I'll get a cat. Okay. Like, I want a dog, I'd expect my partner to like want a dog.
Right.
You do it for them. You do it together. It takes two to tango, remember?
Heck yeah. All right. That was fun. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.
Okay.
Hope I answered to the best of my ability.
All right, moving along to our third story. Some family wounds never really heal.
Oh boy.
Today's writer watched his dad destroy his family with a years-long affair, cut him out of his life, and thought that chapter was closed forever, until his own sister asked him to forgive the man who broke their family apart. Mm-hmm. This story is called My Sister Wants Me to Forgive Our Cheating Dad. Sounds fun. All right. I'm a 20-year-old guy, and my sister is 24. Growing up, we were incredibly close. She was basically my second parent. She took me to baseball practice, helped me with homework, and always covered for me when I got in trouble. Even now, she's one of my best friends. Our parents were married for over 25 years, and from the outside, they looked like the perfect family. We had vacations every summer, holiday traditions, and everyone always told us how lucky we were to have such stable parents. Turns out, none of it was real. About 2 years ago, my mom found out my dad had been having an affair with one of his coworkers for almost 4 years. Not a one-time mistake. 4 years. The worst part was that he wasn't even trying to hide it. He had a second phone, was taking business trips that never existed, and had even introduced this woman to some of his friends as his girlfriend, while he was still married to my mom. My mom was completely blindsided. Watching her find out was honestly one of the hardest things I've ever experienced. She lost almost 30 pounds from stress, cried constantly, and blamed herself for months, even though none of it was her fault. Then things somehow got even worse. My dad moved in with the other woman less than 6 months after leaving our house. Within that time, they were posting vacation pictures together online like they'd been a happy couple for years. Meanwhile, my mom was trying to figure out how she was going to afford the mortgage by herself. I haven't had a real conversation with my dad since. He texts me on birthdays and holidays, saying things like, "You'll always be my son," but I've ignored almost every message. I don't hate him because he got divorced. I hate him because he lied to all of us for years and then acted like everyone should just move on. Here's where things get complicated. My sister decided to rebuild her relationship with him. She says she's still furious about what he did to our mom, but at the end of the day, he's still our dad. She sees him for lunch every couple of weeks, talks to him on the phone, and even met his girlfriend because she said refusing to acknowledge reality wasn't helping anyone. Last weekend, we got into the biggest fight we've ever had. She told me I'm letting my anger control my life and that carrying this resentment forever is only hurting me. I told her she's acting like what he did wasn't a huge deal. She said, "I'm not forgiving him because he deserves it. I'm forgiving him because I don't want to spend the rest of my life angry." Then she dropped the bomb. She told me our dad wants both of us at his 60th birthday party this fall. Apparently, he's been asking about me constantly and told her he'd give anything just to have one conversation with me. She begged me to come, even if it was just for an hour. I immediately said no. Now my sister is barely talking to me because she thinks I'm being stubborn, and my mom told me she'll support whatever decision I make, but admitted she'd never ask me to forgive him. So now I'm stuck. Am I holding on to something I should eventually let go of, or is it completely reasonable to keep someone out of my life after they spent years lying to our entire family and completely shattered it? If you were me, would you give your dad one chance to explain himself, or would you leave the relationship exactly where it is?
This is so complicated.
Yeah, messy.
Messy for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, coming from a family whose parents have also gone through cheating scandals, I don't know, it's really hard in a situation where, like, for instance, I have a twin. we might be the same age and going through the same milestones together, but it doesn't mean necessarily that we're on the same path at the same time. And so one person might be living a life where at the time they're feeling more forgiving of another person than that other person is in their life. Mm-hmm. So like if I'm pretty happy in my life and I'm content with everything, I feel like that also plays a major factor in why wouldn't I forgive my dad? Life is just so happy. It's just one other thing I can do to make it a little bit more happier. Whereas maybe like if my brother was feeling a little bit more down on himself or was going through more troubles in his life at the time, maybe he wouldn't be so forgiving. Right. And I feel like maybe that's where he is. Maybe he just feels more for his mom because he lied not only to his mom but to them as well. It's kind of hard. I mean, to me, life is so short as it is, and dealing with people losing family, you know, all the time, or being away from my family or away from home, I think being able to talk to my dad, I'm not giving him the like satisfaction of I'm okay with what he did, but I think it's important too to like know that one day you might regret if you never talk to them again. Doesn't mean you have to though.
Damn, that was deep.
It is deep. But I mean, I've gone through that with having to forgive my parents for how they've treated one another. And at the end of the day, it's between them. It's not between you.
Right.
You know, as much as you hurt them lying to you about it.
Right. I will ever so slightly rebuttal and say though, like, if you're not ready though, like, you don't need to go.
For sure.
Like,
for sure.
And if your sister's not talking to you, don't have someone else's, like, holding like she like that's oh my gosh English like her not talking to you, I don't know if that's a tactic to like push you faster to like forgive or to like see him or anything. Don't let that be a factor. If you don't have to talk to your sister for a few months or like she doesn't want to talk after that, like that's more on her than it is on you. Yeah. And if you're not ready, you shouldn't be forced to be ready. Like I think that goes for like everything in life like as well. Yeah. Like, people take their time with moving out of the state. People take their time graduating college at different times. Like, everyone kind of has their own, like, timeline, own path. So don't be too hard on yourself. Like, if you're, like, so uncertain about it, then, like, it's okay to not go. And if she's not going to talk to you for it, like, it's okay to not talk to her for a while. Like, that's just something that, like, she's going to have to live with that because that's more on her than it is on you. And like same thing, like I don't want you to be scared that if you don't go, your dad's never gonna like let you back in, because let's be real, your dad's the one that messed up.
Yeah, he knows it too.
So I think that if that, like, I wouldn't be worried about like, oh, this is your one last chance to like have a conversation with him. Like, right, your dad is your dad, and like honestly, if he's, I mean, I know he did a bad thing, but if he's like really treating you like his kid, then he will be there eager and waiting for that phone call one day, no matter how long it takes.
Agreed.
So
I mean, to be honest, like it's a situation between you and your dad, and if your sister's there and she can advocate for how much she wants for you to talk to your dad, all she wants, but if she's gonna get upset about you not talking to him, like that shouldn't even be a topic of conversation between the two of you.
Agreed.
Like, for instance, my brother and I'll get upset about how something like happened to my mom, and I could be like, don't you think that's concerning that's how she was treated? Or don't you think that this is how you should react in this matter? And I'm not saying my brother, we're two polar opposites. So I'm not saying that like it's the right way to respond. It may be the right way to respond, but it's not necessarily the way he feels he should. So I can advocate all I want for that, but I shouldn't get mad at him at the end of the day for not wanting to do it that way.
For real.
Because it's his problem. Because my relationship with my dad or my mom is my relationship. How I feel about how I interacted with them at the end of the day or the end of my life is I should be happy about that and content. Not my sister, not my brother, nobody else.
Right.
So
yeah, no, I agree with that. So
even if dad did mess up.
For real.
Good. Cheating is not good, kids.
Yeah, don't do it. So final unlicensed verdict from you is what?
I don't know, just do it when you're ready and do what you feel is right. You can always have a conversation though about it. I feel like if you have a good support system and your sister is there still advocating for it, talk to her about it, sit down with her, be a real adult about it, about why you feel like that, because then maybe she can work together with you on what to do.
Yeah, I will say too, he's younger, 4 years younger, I believe. Yeah. Right, 2024. So he may have like got more of the effects of it because he could still be living at home when it you know what I mean? Right. So honestly, I would, if you're not ready, I would just
wait.
I would just tell your sister like, hey, like I just need time. Like I'm not saying I'm cutting him out of my life forever, but like please just give me time. And like if you can't respect that, then like.
And especially when talking to dad too. Like I've had plenty of conversations with my dad. Just be honest on how you feel. He might not feel that because again, he's in a way different path of life than you are. Right. I mean, my dad, he's an older guy way older than I am. And he's just like, whatever makes him happy. And if that's what he wants at the end of the day, maybe I'm glad it didn't work out between my mom and my dad because maybe it means that there's something bigger and better for them.
Right.
It sucks. It's not what I want to see happen, but because there was a lot of hurt in the process. Yeah. I don't know. That's just my take because
do whatever you're comfortable with. Don't let your sister or the party invite timeline push you if you're not ready.
Yeah. At the end of the day, do Dr. Google. I'm just kidding.
Oh my goodness.
Dr. Psychology Google.
Yeah, for real. All right. Well, good luck.
Good luck.
Sorry you're dealing with this.
I am.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
All right. So for our fourth story and final story, we've all heard the horror stories about difficult mother-in-laws. But this one might actually take the cake, in my opinion. Our next writer thought the biggest stress of her wedding was going to be making it down the aisle without crying, right? Mm-hmm. Instead, one guest showed up wearing something that left the entire wedding talking.
Don't say white.
And it wasn't about the bride. The name of this story is My Mother-in-Law Wore a Wedding Dress to My Wedding.
Girl, what? I would cry.
She wouldn't be in attendance of my wedding. That's all I'll say. All right. I'm a 28-year-old woman, and I've been married to my husband, who's 30, for exactly 2 weeks. Instead of enjoying the newlywed phase, I'm still replaying something that happened at our wedding over and over. For some background, my mother-in-law has never really liked me. She's never been openly rude, but she's incredibly passive-aggressive. She'll compliment me and then somehow sneak in an insult. When we got engaged, she said, I honestly wasn't sure he'd ever settle down, but I'm glad he found someone eventually. When we started planning the wedding, she had an opinion about everything. She wanted us to invite relatives my husband hadn't spoken to in 10 years because they're family. She complained that our venue was too modern. She asked 3 separate times if we had considered postponing the wedding because fall colors would have looked prettier in the photos. The biggest issue, though, was the dress. She kept asking what my dress looked like. I told her multiple times I wanted it to be a surprise. She'd send me pictures of bridal gowns and ask, is it anything like this one? I got to the point where I stopped answering. About a month before the wedding, she texted me a picture of a champagne-colored formal gown she'd bought and asked if it was okay. It was beautiful. Floor-length, elegant, definitely formal, but not bridal. I told her it looked great. So imagine my surprise when I'm standing in the bridal suite on my wedding day. One of my bridesmaids looks out the window and just goes, you've got to be kidding me.
The besties.
I walked over and saw my future mother-in-law getting out of the car wearing a bright white gown. Not cream, not ivory, not champagne, white. It had a full skirt, lace sleeves, a sweetheart neckline, and even a small train. It looked more like a wedding dress than some of the actual wedding dresses I had tried on while shopping. At first, I genuinely thought maybe she had some kind of emergency with her original dress. Nope. She walked into the venue, smiling like nothing was unusual. People immediately started whispering. One of my cousins actually asked my maid of honor, wait, who's getting married? Mm-hmm. Even my photographer quietly asked me if I wanted her edited out of some of the family photos. My husband saw her and immediately pulled her aside. I couldn't hear anything, but I did hear him say, Mom, what are you doing? Apparently, she told him she didn't think it mattered because everyone already knew who the bride was. Then she added, besides, it's off-white. It absolutely was not. She refused to change, saying she'd driven over an hour and wasn't going home. At one point during cocktail hour, multiple guests accidentally congratulated her because they thought she was renewing her vows or part of some surprise ceremony. Guys. I wish I were making that up. The worst part came during the reception. When people started dancing, she kept joking to guests. Well, I'm the second prettiest woman here tonight. Some people laughed awkwardly. Others just stared at her. After the wedding, several family members apologized to me for her behavior without me even bringing it up. My husband's aunt told me, she always needed to be the center of attention, but this is a new low. My husband has been amazing through all of this. He told his mom afterward that what she did was embarrassing and disrespectful, and she doubled down. She insisted everyone is overreacting and says, a color is just a color, and accused me of trying to turn the family against her because people have been talking about it ever since. Now she's acting like nothing happened. She's texting us asking when we're coming over for dinner and sending us pictures from the wedding like it was the most perfect day ever. I haven't responded because honestly I'm still hurt. Part of me wants to let it go because the wedding is over and I don't want to start my marriage with a family feud. The other part of me feels like if I don't address it now, she's going to keep pushing boundaries for the rest of our marriage. So what would you do? Would you sit down with your mother-in-law and explain exactly why what she did was so disrespectful, or would you keep your distance for a while and let your husband handle it? I don't want unnecessary drama, but I also don't want her thinking she can overshadow every major milestone in our lives.
First of all, her acting like nothing happened, bad.
Psychotic.
Second of all, this is really a true testament of whether or not your husband really steps up for you, especially in your first day of marriage.
Yeah. I mean, it's good that the husband at least pulled her aside at the day of. First of all, my bridesmaids, Autumn's going to be a future bridesmaid of mine. She already knows this. They know that if someone pulls up in white, they're getting kicked out. They're not going to be watching the ceremony and they're not going to be at the after party. They will not be there.
Let me tell you, I'm already going to be bringing extra dresses. You can put that dang smock on for all I care if it's that important for you to be there.
So I know someone who's getting married and she's so nervous that her mother-in-law is going to wear, she has this white blouse jacket thing, but it's longer. It's not a dress, but it's just a cover up. And she's like, I don't want anyone in white. And I was like, dude, you just got to bring an extra one, an extra jacket just in case. And then have the bridesmaid go up or someone go up or your mom or whoever go up and say, you can't wear that, but I brought an extra one in case anyone showed up in white.
And if you don't want to wear it, then you can leave.
Yeah. Sorry, tough love.
Yeah.
And so first of all, no one will ever be allowed at my wedding wearing white.
No. It's already so tricky when you have a blue dress with white flowers in there.
Yes.
It's so...
Or you ever see the butter yellow?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. And everyone's like, why would you wear a white dress? And they were like, it's just the lighting. I swear it's yellow. And then you see a different photo and it's oh, it's clearly yellow. But people buzz about it online, right?
It's stressful.
I also know someone that was scared to stick up to her soon-to-be mother-in-law because they weren't actually married yet.
Right. And
she started kind of being able to stick up for herself after they were married.
Yeah.
You're married now. So if it were okay, maybe I'm just
no, you're a package deal.
I'm also just this enrages me, so I might be a little aggressive here, but if it were me, my wedding, that marriage license is signed. So if it were me, I would have no problem sitting my mother-in-law down and being like, first of all, I want you to know that what you did okay, pardon my French here. I would sit my mother-in-law down and be like, first of all, I want to let you know that what you did was fucked up. And I don't forgive you for it and I won't forgive you for it. Second of all, go to that wedding photographer and say, please AI her dress to be navy blue.
Did you see all those TikToks of the photo editors that do that? I go,
yes,
people are crazy.
Literally, don't let this, it sounded like the mom had some wedding photos from the day. Go to the wedding photographer and say, please change the color of her dress. I'm not even kidding.
I agree.
And then, so that's my first and second point. Yeah. My third point would be literally during that conversation, make it very clear to her that this isn't going to fly in the future and you think that was really disrespectful. And if that's how she's going to act, you don't need her in your life. Sorry, but
yeah, but how she treats you, why would you want to
exactly
get treated like that for the rest of your
life? And I
life?
also think, though, that you should have your husband in on that conversation with you.
Yeah.
And if your husband, first of all, show your husband this clip right now. You better sit your ass down with your new wife and tell your mother that was a shitty ass thing to do.
Yeah.
Sorry, once again, pardon the French, but I'm worked. God,
but for her,
I need to chill.
Her to show this like beautiful champagne dress that bride approved of and then show up in something completely different. I'm sorry. As the son, I would be gross the heck out. Yeah. My mom showing up in a wedding dress, I'd be like, what is happening here? I'm going to throw up. Literally vomit on the dang altar.
It's messed up.
That's concerning. That mom feels like she needs to coddle son that bad. Life.
It's really sad. It really, honestly, show this to the mother as well. And, like, show her what our reaction is. Because, like, if you're watching this, like, that's so messed up. You're so selfish.
You like insert a
I'm sorry, but,
here.
like, karma's coming. Because, like, that's messed up.
Insert a clip of, like, people go, like, what do you think about wearing white to a wedding to, like, the moms?
Yeah.
And ask, like, what they say. And if anyone says that it's an okay thing, I'm going to be, like, drop kick you into
so messed
20,000 years from now because that's not okay.
Literally.
I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, you know what? We're just worked up right now. We feel very passionate about this.
If someone, first of all, I didn't show up to your wedding 30 years ago, one, because I wasn't literally a thing, an idea yet. But, like, honestly, girl, if it was you and I showed up to your wedding and I was wearing white, you would be mad too. So why are you doing it to mine?
That's just so people are dumb.
Oh, yeah. I'm, like moving and flustered.
I know. This one has, like, worked me up, to be honest.
Right, because it's, like, your wedding. It's your day to make you feel special.
And I'm sure that there's been so much planning and so much, like, stress, but, like, excitement and, like, hard work. And then, like, for someone to, like the one rule is, like, don't wear white to a wedding.
It's not even written. It's unwritten.
Yeah.
So for people not to know that by now, it's insane.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I would talk to her or have your husband talk to her and make it very clear that she better not be doing things like that in the future. That's just me, though, is, like, I've taken the quiet seat. I've let people, like, walk all over me before.
Yeah.
And, like, you have to deal with this woman the rest of your life. So you need to, like, nip it in the butt now and, like, it sucks that, like, it wasn't even, like, discussed before. It shouldn't have to be discussed. But, like,
well, if you let the behavior slide, what's to say other bad behavior, pops up in the future?
Yeah.
She thinks she can get away with what quite literally is the biggest thing in your life.
For real.
And then thinks that she can get away with other things. Well, if I can do this, then I can do that.
Right.
And, props to you if your partner is talking to them too, because it's not just, I always say, it takes two to tango in a relationship. So you need to express how you feel, and partner needs to
be on your
lay
side.
Down the law.
Yeah, he also you guys need to, like, go as a team.
Yeah, I agree. Because sometimes if she's already trying to blindside you by doing that and think that it's okay,
yeah, who knows what's next,
then husband or partner needs to be there and be like, if you're not gonna listen to her, you're gonna listen to me.
Yeah, shut it down. What is that from? That's from a movie. Shut it down. Okay, it doesn't matter.
I don't know.
Yeah, so Autumn, what is your final unlicensed verdict?
Hit her with a truck. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, partner and you need to talk to mother-in-law and nip this in the bud real quick. Also, bridesmaids, you need to be bringing changes of clothes for people.
Yeah, this is a lesson for everyone.
Yeah. Pack it up, put it in your bag, and bride should never know. So kudos to bridesmaid for seeing it through the window, but bridesmaid also should have just been like, let me go downstairs real lickety split and fix this real quick, because that's so much more stress for bride too.
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
No, I completely agree.
And then you could be like, you'll never guess what happened at your wedding.
For real. Literally.
And you're like, what? And you're like, your
mother-in-law really showed up in white. Because you won't guess. Yeah. For real.
Like, you're joking.
Yeah, no, I agree with everything. So, honestly, good luck.
Yeah, that's hard.
And have a fun life dealing with her.
Can't wait to get married.
Yeah, let us know what else she may or may not do. And yeah, good luck. Sorry that happened. But have the photographer change the color of her dress. I'm so serious. Sure, yeah. I'm so serious.
Do that.
Yeah, geez. Good luck. All right, well, thank you everybody for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. There will be a link in the description below to submit a story. So please submit stories, because the more stories that we get, the better. We like the fun, juicy, funny ones. Yeah. And then we have more options, right?
Yeah, we talk about stuffed animals named Buddy.
For real. Autumn, thank you so much for coming on. I loved having you here. I hope we'll see you again. Maybe one day.
We'd like to hear more secrets about Jacqueline.
Yeah, I never thought I was gonna let that one out too. I can't believe that's online now. Whatever. All right. Thanks. Yeah. Once again, just remember that we are not licensed, but we are opinionated.
Dang straight.
Yep. All right. Bye, guys.